Yeah. Sorry.
Let me take you back.
So we are recording this like a week early because some scheduling stuff.
Connor has a big comedy show, I believe, right?
Connor's going to where is it? North Carolina. I'm sure we have fans there.
I'll be at the Raleigh Improv.
Yeah, we're gonna become one of those shows that just does dates up top.
This will come out the day after I get back.
Let's do one of those podcasts where we go, I'll be in Raleigh, I'll be in Wisconsin, I'll be in Idaho, and then the podcast starts and they just go, so when's the show? It's just like biding time.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here. I have a flight tomorrow.
Most podcasts are them just like waiting for the show to start.
I will start plugging my shows.
Plug the shows.
Yeah.
Have a little bunch of
It's not going to
psychos
do you
show
any good
up.
yet. I think pretty soon we're going to have your seats packed. We know Vino is going to be fucking filled to the brim by the time we're finished with
That
this.
would be great if we
That's
could.
my dream. Just sold out. We know night after night.
Well, we think Connor's trying. You want to try and start a show here in LA, but you don't want to really because it's a dead city and nobody exists here in the stand-up scene.
Everything's empty.
And you've already had like 2 shows canceled because nobody shows up.
I've had like 5 shows canceled.
5 shows canceled.
You also do like 6 shows a week, though.
No, I don't.
I've seen you have like 5 shows a week.
Yeah, that's a good week.
It's a good week, yeah.
4 or 5 usually on average.
I would say I average about 3 a week.
But if he runs a show, I don't know how many Hate Watch fans we have in LA. Obviously, not enough because
if you're in LA and you would come to a show, DM me because it'll motivate me to start it.
Yeah. It would be fun to like have our psychopaths at a local stand-up show, and then the people I'll tell you to book a few people, throw them to the wolves.
Throw them to the Tuggers, guys.
There's a few people I'd love to see in front of the loyal Tuggers. Can you imagine that, Joey? Just ours.
You go, hey, Fahim Anwar, meet Matty Rat.
Tug it.
Fahim, that's a good one though.
Yeah, Fahim's good, but there's some others out there that would be a delight to watch.
Name 'em.
I wanted to run a show out here.
List the names.
Years and I don't even know them. They're all I opened up space in my head. I have empty filing cabinets now in my brain because I threw out all these names.
Deleted files.
The names are gone.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't care about anybody anymore. But there was I forgot what I was going to say.
You wanted to
Christ.
start a
Wow.
show.
Yes, I wanted to start a show, and once we got like close to it actually becoming a reality, I realized, well, who do I book after I book the only 5 people I like?
Oh, dude, I'm already thinking about it.
I had no clue. Like, how do you do this week after week? Like, you have to keep putting on new people you think stink.
I have like a week
hard.
and a half worth of lineups that I'm like that's it.
Yeah.
Past that, I'll be scratching. The
I think it'd be
bottom of
funny
a
to
barrel.
keep putting up the same lineup each week.
every week.
And the whole scene hates you. Yeah. But you're like, well, this is, I get
And
to
it's the
run
best
it.
show in LA.
I have it. It's
the best show in
Yes.
LA. The only the same 5 people get to do it every week.
Yes, because you're not booking some fat
Yeah.
lady in the city that like pulls out tissues from her purse and goes,
Yes.
"Woo, toodaloo!" The whole show's ruined.
That is my favorite comic, though. I love her.
She is great.
Toodaloo.
She is great. Deb O'Neill.
Yeah, sure.
And then there's Patricia Hartman and Kelsey
that Phil
Klein.
Hartman?
There's
wife?
Haley Steinwell.
Haley Steinwell. These are just, you could just make up
Yeah.
comic names. Haley Steinwell killed it last
Oh
night.
my God! You
Oh
gotta
my
go to her.
God.
You gotta go to her show. It's called The Eagle's Nest. Haley
great.
Steinwell runs the best show called Eagle's Nest.
But occasionally Durpar Nagarwali shows up
Yeah.
and kills it, dude.
Yeah.
And he's about to get Daily Show.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does that whole bit about how he gave his family anthrax. Mm-hmm. It's a lie, though. But I love it. It really, like, it elaborates on a bigger issue.
Who was the anthrax guy, by the way?
Hassan.
Hasan Minhaj.
Has he been? Did he respond to that controversy?
Yeah,
Did
he was
he?
like,
He responded?
he basically said like, well, I'm extrapolating on the truth like every comedian does, and it's like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no.
I understand. People were defending that at first, and they're like, "Look, every comedian, embellishes," and I'm like, "Not to that level."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
To get applause for like being a good person.
Yeah,
he was
that's
putting
different.
slideshows up and showing evidence for a thing that never took place.
Yeah.
It's one thing if you're being silly and you kind of like, you're implying like, We all know this is an exaggeration. Much different if you're like showing evidence. This event happened. You're
Yeah.
naming names.
That's crazy.
He gave a guy's an informant's name.
Yeah.
who
It
they
was an ATF
contacted.
agent.
Yeah,
There was an
exactly.
and they got a hold of the ATF agent. The ATF agent was like, "I was never stationed in Sacramento."
Yeah,
this guy's
exactly, yeah.
completely.
Then he
making it
had
up.
this even crazier lie. He told people he was funny.
Wow.
Yes,
That was
Devin.
insane.
Does he have a podcast?
Let's look it up.
Wow.
No, he does not have a podcast.
No.
That's weird. The one guy who does.
Well, you're not allowed to when you make like money off of like Viacom or whatever.
Oh, is he on like a big show?
Well, he was on the Daily Show.
Wasn't he the Daily
Oh,
Show
shit.
guy?
And then he had a show on Netflix called Patriot Act.
Okay. We could do a stupid podcast where he doesn't really talk about anything real.
Yeah, I mean, podcasting doesn't really work for a guy like him because he does a lot of hand stuff. You know, he's always karate chopping and doing like big.
No, if you watch this on
Big
mute, you would
act
think he's
out.
rapping.
Yes, he's the Kevin G of comedy. I'm like, oh, Kevin G.
Wow, a Mean Girls reference. That's great.
Love Mean Girls. Love Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Men don't understand how far they can get with women if they just give it up to Mean Girls.
You go one of my favorite movies. It's probably Clueless. I don't know. Drowning in pussy.
You like Mean Girls?
I do, and here's the thing: you're acting like you like it for puss. You just like it.
I love it.
That's a great
I
movie.
think it's a brilliant
I also
movie.
love Clueless.
I haven't seen Clueless forever. I did like Mean Girls a lot, but still haven't seen that in a really long time.
Yeah, I
either.
saw Mean Girls once in high school.
That's
I-
it?
I
You've
remember
only
it was
seen it once?
good.
I've seen it way
I remember
more.
it was
I've
good.
seen
I
it a
watch it
few
literally
times.
every single night. What are you guys talking about?
Damn, dude.
I watch it a
Save
lot.
some pussy
Yeah.
for us.
I watch it constantly. I mean, man, Lindsay Lohan when she had meat on her.
Oh,
Man, she was redhead.
fat
She had
tits.
meat on her. She wasn't like stealing Arab kids and shit, like whatever she does now.
I used to jerk off to her nip slip so fucking much when
She
I
had
was,
a nip slip.
Oh my
What?
god!
Let's look
dude.
it up.
What the hell?
No,
Keep
she
it
also-
off screen. Keep it off screen, but
She
we can
also
look
was
at
like
it.
flashing her cooter, getting out of the car all the
No,
time.
no, I'm
Yeah.
talking about like in her prime. She had a
She had a
nip
prime
slip.
nip slip
Yeah.
with those big naturals.
Yes.
Man,
Look it up after the pod.
wow.
When I was like 15, 16, whatever, I would jerk off to that like every night for the longest time, man. I loved her so much.
So sincere.
do you
I'm
guys-
having
It
nostalgia.
felt like you were at like a funeral, like they were laying to rest the nip slip.
Dude, I've
got the
giving a
big photo of the
eulogy for-
nip slip up on a thing.
I was like, I was like,
flowers in front of her.
I had like overwhelmingly powerful crushes on like celebrities when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like
I had crazy.
Like to the point where it was like creepy, and my parents thought everything I was doing was very funny. I was so obsessed with Hillary Duff, and still to this day, she's so hot. But
She got hotter, Mike.
She got
she got
better.
way
yeah.
hotter.
She now has the craziest ass.
she
Yeah.
looks insane.
Plastic
It's insane.
surgery really
That
worked
one
out.
scene of
no,
her.
that's not plastic surgery.
She got surgery,
No,
bro.
she does like
No,
squats a
that's
million
squats.
times a
No,
day.
No, I'm talking not her ass. I'm talking about her face. She did
Her
something
face
to her
looks
face.
pretty
She
natural
got,
to
she got
me.
veneers when she was younger, and that was like a well-known thing.
Yeah,
And
but
didn't she do a nose
But
thing?
also, every girl's getting
Enough, who
lip fillers
cares?
and
Looks
Botox.
great.
Whatever.
She looks
I'm
pretty
not
natural.
saying
to
it's
me.
bad. I'm saying it's great.
she had a scene where she's in like How I Met Your Mother or something for a
It's a
second. or-
reboot. She's in How I Met Your Father.
and she just like walks into this like closet, and it's fucking crazy, dude. It's like she looks just so fucking.
I turn to the
good.
cartoon wolf when I see her. I'm like, oh! My tongue rolls out, my eyes are shooting
Yeah.
steam from my ears.
Yeah,
But as a kid, I was like, weirdly, I I bought a poster of the movie Cinderella Story. It was her and Chad Michael Murray.
Mm-hmm.
And
Come tribute on it.
no, I did not contribute it. It's actually creepier. What I did is I cut out Chad Michael Murray's face. And I took a photo of my face and I put it on it. Whoa! And then I put I scratched his name. I put Connor McNuts as And I just put
How
it on
old?
my wall. Dude, I don't know. I was in like elementary school, maybe middle
crazy.
school.
That's like the king of comedy, but for pussy.
But it's that's creepy. You know what I mean?
Very
That's a very
creepy.
creepy thing for me to do.
yeah, if you like planned on killing her and the
Yeah.
cops came to your house and found that,
That's
that'd
the
be-
most incriminating
Yeah.
piece of evidence I've ever seen. My
That-
parents were just like, he's good at arts and crafts.
Do you guys remember the fappening?
yeah,
course.
of course. Who doesn't?
Still my homepage.
I had.
Kidding me?
I was
bigger than
on,
Y2K.
I was on a trip to Europe. And I literally, the fappening like broke and like the Jennifer Lawrence leaks happened.
Yeah.
And I skipped my entire first day on my trip to Europe to beat my dick.
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
dead serious, dude.
Just for Jennifer
I
Lawrence?
stayed inside. Yeah.
There's something so taboo and hot about a celebrity
That's
leak.
like I think we need to think about that for a second. It's
No.
crazy. So
I'm just
insane.
I'm saying I get it. There's something so hot about like a celebrity nude leak. It's hotter than any porn.
I know.
Yeah.
Like when the Vanessa Hudgens leaks came out when we were younger, I was like, oh my God, it's the hottest thing I've ever seen.
I love it because they don't want it out there.
They don't want it out
Their
there.
privacy's been affected. You're on the public scale. Your tits are ours. That's what I say anytime a leak happens. Your pussy's all ours. You're like, this is the price you pay.
You're like fucking
For fame.
it's the Shang Tsung of news.
It's Columbus Day, motherfuckers!
Fame, fortune, but your pussy's mine.
The last thing you thought you had.
Oh, you think you live in a beautiful place with a gate and you have security. Oh, well, there's a couple sickos out there jacking off their cottage cheese cocks to your fucking pussy and you have nothing. You can't control any of it. Oh, man. I am white knuckling it today. I am trying so hard not to drink.
Crack one open. Let's go.
You're good. Keep going. This is nice.
No, get out of here with that, John. That shit.
Devin's got great energy right now. Let him go. Let him stay like this.
He's got a big Red Bull.
Should we watch a little of Hasan Minhaj? I mean, I forgot about this whole thing. What
Can
was
we?
the other lies he did? What else he lied about?
Well, the anthrax thing was the main thing.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's insane. It's also, you can't embellish and also like profit off of it. It's like you're profiting over like oppression and like how you're like targeted for your race.
Yeah.
It's like, and now you're making more money because you lied about. It's really gross.
What if he did a Steve Renazzisi where he said he was in 9/11, but he was on the plane?
He said he lived.
He's like, no, I barrel rolled out of the plane right before it hit the towers.
He surfed it down like Kevin Lee.
Yeah. We knew a comic named Kevin Lee, really cool guy. He had this great joke.
God, I haven't heard that.
It was
name in
like
so
a
long.
hit. It was like that was his main hit.
Yeah.
And he would
Maybe just from us.
yeah, maybe we just I don't know. but-
No, he did the joke. That was his bang.
That was his banger, and he
Yeah.
had, the whole joke was that like he was in 9/11, but he
Yeah.
surfed down because
The
he was like a
rubble.
stoner like surfer guy.
Yeah.
It was great bit.
He's like, people were jumping out the windows, but I surfed down it.
So stupid, but it's so silly and funny.
Like the plane was going down, and
No, he was in the top
He was
of the
in the
tower,
top
but
tower.
he surfed the wreckage
Surf
down.
down the wreckage.
Like cowabunga, dude.
such a funny thing.
I know.
Like he just surfed it, and then like 10 feet off the ground, he just jumped and kind of jogged off.
I gotta say, I don't remember liking. Back to the tits. I don't remember liking Jennifer Lawrence's nudes as much.
She had these were.
I thought they were
fakes.
wonderful.
These were fake. I found out.
No, they were real.
No. Part. So what I'm about to say was fake. There was a bunch of nudes where like they included like Snapchat subtitles, and she was like begging for cum and all this dirty shit.
Yeah.
And I thought
That didn't happen. She wasn't.
that
begging
didn't
for cum?
happen. And then without that, I was like, these nudes aren't as good to me.
She's not begging for cum.
I like the narrative behind
Same,
it. too.
same.
I get into that.
Same.
And
John,
I
how many times did you jerk off that day in Europe?
Dude, like I'm gonna honestly say,
Tormented by it.
first of all, I'm Hasan Minhajing right now. I didn't miss the whole day, but I definitely delayed my day. In Europe to jerk off, but like,
Was there somebody like banging on the door, like, John, what are you doing?
yeah, they're like, what's going on in there? And like, no, but I remember I literally like opened my phone. I don't know where I saw it. It was just I see like the hottest picture of Jennifer Lawrence I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, what's happening right now?
That's a weird one for you.
Dude,
I didn't think you'd like J-Law.
she's one of my queens.
Really?
She's
top
not-
notch.
She doesn't have enough flaws, I thought.
Right.
No, I like really like white looking women.
But she's not old.
Yeah,
but she
you're a
doesn't have
Nazi,
huge
I know.
tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not old. She doesn't have like a Jimmy Durante nose. She doesn't like vaguely look like an 80s male rock star. So
Yeah.
like I didn't think you'd be into her.
Yeah,
she's
she
not
doesn't look like a
producing milk.
vase.
She's not producing milk. That's a big one. What were we just talking about? How many times I probably beat off like 5 or 6 times.
5 or
yeah.
6.
I'm the only one that could forget what their train of thought was so far, or else it's starting to look rough.
Listen, buddy, about to pop up. In the
All right,
black
Hasan
cherry.
Minhaj questioned.
Critics are raising questions about Hasan Minhaj and whether he and other comedians should be more truthful with their materials. Minhaj's act often includes experiences that he says he's faced as an Asian American and Muslim American.
Yeah, that's why you can't make up the oppression. You can't, like that's where it gets creepy.
Yeah.
You're making up that you were oppressed, and
But the comedian
making
tells
money off of
the
it.
New Yorker many of those stories either didn't happen to him or they were embellished. So joining us now is Claire Malone. She is a staff writer for The New Yorker and actually spoke to him for this article. So you're the one that brought this to light for us. And, we've been talking about it kind of all morning long about, what sort of leeway
Am I the only one
you
who's
have
like
when you're
weirded
presenting
out, but his
art.
last name is Minaj, like Nicki Minaj? And I
No.
keep thinking he's like Nicki Minaj's
No
sister or
one,
something.
one's thinking about that.
no,
It's weird.
no. Bad view.
We all got to start doing the thing where we just
John,
look at John and
John,
stare at
just
him.
give me
again.
nothing.
John, you're in my chair.
Thanks for interrupting on that, John.
It
Where
was
do we go with
boring.
that?
This sucks.
Yeah, thank God you made it
No
interesting.
attention span.
fucking-
No attention span. It's the lead up to the story.
It's literally been like 5 seconds.
It's been
Yeah, like
39.
fucking Minaj.
John wants to
How about
39
like fucking,
seconds.
how about Mirage? Like when you're in the desert and you fucking see water. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Well, hey, how about Minaj? Like Minaj
I didn't
like
say-
threesome. Hey, anybody? That's fucking funny, right? Everybody doing that? Anyways,
If I didn't
what's
say
next story? Next story. Hey, fuck this.
If I didn't say that, you guys would have nothing to talk about now.
We're listening to
This
the
is
story,
great.
letting it develop.
This is when John does his whole
It's all on
podcasting is
purpose,
just about
dude.
getting out as many words as possible, and then the teacher goes, "Great job."
Yeah.
like it's
No, I'm writing an essay.
It's an essay where the teacher goes, "You need 10,000 words," and
Yeah.
John just like double spaces,
Double
keeps
spaces.
using "and" over and over again.
Just copy and
close,
pasting.
don't shut down.
I'm shutting down.
Don't
now,
close
dude.
off.
I'm shutting down, dude.
Like how much
I'm
chest
getting
hair are you
nothing.
showing? Why are you doing this?
I didn't mean to. I don't know. I just
look
put this.
good.
I don't wear button downs that often.
You look good, is what you said.
He looks good. He looks better.
Look at Devin's being nice now.
Is this the same shirt you kept all
Devin-
your belongings in when you rode the rails?
My stick and bindle.
Is that your second bindle? Yeah. Kept a couple tangerines, a harmonica.
No, I got this.
Some
Oh, no,
prep.
it's Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, that's great podcast. Thanks
Yeah.
to keep talking about the dimensions of the shirt.
Whatever, dude.
What's the
Fucking,
size? Are you tired?
Yes,
Or
dude.
have
I'm
a
so
Celsius.
tired. I had just finished.
Why are you
man. I
tired?
chugged
You didn't
it.
work today.
I got like
Chugged a
6
White Claw.
hours of sleep. I went out last night, and yeah.
Man, you are really a man about town now.
Yeah, I'm always going out.
Did you fuck?
What'd you do
night?
last night?
No, I just went to. I actually so my buddies broke up with his girlfriend, and I could tell it was bothering him. So I went out and like hung out with him, and and then I didn't like go crazy or anything, but I just kind of like moseyed along. But I went to this I just went to a couple bars and then went home. But I didn't end up going to bed till like 2, 3 in the morning.
But
on the-
why
on the
didn't you
floor.
sleep in? You don't. You
Because
didn't
I
even
wake
work.
up and lift at like 9.
You
And
were
now
on
you're a sleepy bozo for the pod.
the sleepy bozo.
Oh, I'm not used to podding on Monday.
Let's just watch this. John
Well,
makes
John
me
tried
sick
to
right now.
ruin it. You
Makes
know.
me sick.
when you're a comedian and it's social commentary. But bring everyone else up to speed. Why is his work sort of under scrutiny now?
Sure. I
Well,
mean, just
it's
for
because
people
he
who don't know him,
stinks.
he, was a correspondent on the Daily Show, and then kind of got his own show called Patriot Act, which is part of this trend towards infotainment, right? It was called Patriot Act. It talked about social justice issues, and one of the reasons why I think this has become such a thing is that a lot of his stories were personal stories about things that are very hot button and political in America. Police entrapment.
It is so
you
funny. No
know,
matter what you do, like when there's a news story about you, like my biggest fear is like this being me. Like even if it's not that big of a deal, like he's not being charged with like rape or anything or accused of
Yeah.
like something like truly horrible, but just the zoom-ins of you on a red carpet and stuff,
Dude,
like
just
all that.
The idea of turning on the news and seeing you is
Yeah.
a horrifying idea.
Yeah, it is. Luckily, the news is like, who the fuck's watching TV, really?
Most of the country.
It's also
okay.
well, it's much more horrifying if you're somebody like Hasan Minhaj who lives this like a fake life where they have to be viewed as like a upstanding citizen on TV, all on the Daily Show and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I think that if like hypothetical situation, there's a news story like this, it's Connor's face,
Kane murder.
Murdered an old man. Kane.
They go, stand-up star Connor McNutt uncovered on a podcast he killed an old man named Kane. And there's a zoom on him like that.
Yeah.
I think probably everyone's going to be going like, who cares? That's Connor. We love him.
Yeah.
But if you're like a
the
hypocrite,
nation.
like Hasan Minhaj, you're just like, fuck you.
Your whole thing was like, I'm like telling people
the
like,
truth.
the
I'm being
truth
honest.
and-
Like, I'm
yeah.
a pillar of honesty. And it's like, like Connor's admitted to what he's done.
You know what's also weird about this is like some sort of it's much more like it's a more like digestible form of guilt for like white people who like Hasan Minhaj. You know what I mean? Because he's like this kind of model minority. Mm-hmm. He's good looking. He's well spoken. He's like it's just weird to me that he's like going up there. It really reminds me of like it's just. Am I making sense?
Isn't he like from Irvine? His parents are doctors.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's.
Shut
it's a
up.
weird, it's much more digestible than watching like a George Floyd video or something. You know what I mean? Like Hasan Minhaj going on a stage and being like, the Patriot Act affected me.
So do you think that's people's both?
I
That's
don't know what you're talking
You think
about.
that's
So,
the,
like,
hold on?
okay.
You think that's the decision people have at home? They go, I'll either watch Hasan Minhaj or George Floyd's death.
No. But it's like it's much more
What do I want
digestible.
to jerk off to tonight?
The guilt is much more digestible coming from Hasan Minhaj as a white liberal than coming from something as grounded and realistic as a point of view like police body cam video of a guy minority getting shot to death. You know what I mean? It's almost like this is a pressure. Hasan Minhaj is like a moral pressure valve for these people. Things like Hasan Minhaj.
Oh, you mean like people are disappointed?
No, it's like it's more digestible for them to watch, have him explain his oppression to you, and you go, yes, I understand this. This is more digestible to me than actually facing the actual oppression that people like me commit every day.
It's like back in the day when people would say, they'd sit down with their families and they'd say, what should we watch tonight? Eddie Murphy or Rodney King?
But you know what I mean?
I kind of know what you mean.
I did too, but it's way funnier. And by the way, barely I know, but it's way funnier to just be like, no, I don't.
Yeah. I'm completely lost to what you were talking about.
Basically lost.
I think what John's saying is that when it's put into this like purified,
Bento box.
smoothed out, like very orderly form of like an Indian guy up there talking about like his oppression and his family's like struggles with
I
like
get
being
that.
Muslim. That's more palatable than they don't want to watch.
Actually learning about what's actually happening.
Or
Sure.
I guess, yeah. I guess it's between that or or you watch like Michael Brown get shot.
No.
That's
Or actually like learning a little bit or like reading a book or something. You could just sit there and watch Hasan Minhaj.
You can feel woke without actually having to deal
Yes.
with something
Yes.
sad.
Yes.
Sure.
Sure, right.
Just to bail them out.
Okay, yeah. Dude, John, fucking great point, dude.
Thanks, brother.
I don't really I thought there'd be like footage of him talking about it, but
Were they not getting to that? I thought that lady met with him.
oh, did she?
I think they were saying that. Or maybe she broke the story.
I don't know.
Don't
No,
quote
she
me.
talked to him.
She talked to him.
Yeah.
Little internet issue.
Oh, God.
Little internet issue.
Hasan Minhaj killed Khashoggi.
He's written a book about what it's like to be an immigrant in this country. He had an interesting quote. I'm going to quote his Twitter account here. He writes this: comedians, of course, have the right to make stuff up to tell a joke. You don't actually have a friend who said something funny. But this is totally different. It's oppression fantasy, and it delegitimizes real stuff via elite capture. He says it's oppression porn, and it gets leveraged by upwardly mobile immigrants to mostly advance their careers.
Elite capture.
That's
Break
some
that
of the
down.
He's taking all the views and the focus off of actual things and putting it on him.
right.
Through his oppression porn.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so he was admitting to the fact that he was doing that? Is that what you were saying?
I think that's what that guy was saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, yeah,
And he was
maybe
reading his
he's
tweet.
but it could be better by. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, maybe no. That was his tweet, right? So what is he
Sort
saying
of
by
a
elite
Jussie
capture?
Smollett kind of
Yeah,
thing.
he's
I'm
doing it.
capitalizing on the oppression of my people
Yeah.
by taking credit for something that didn't actually happen. But I know for a fact will be sensational and get me a lot of attention.
Sure.
yeah. So now he's playing the game where you just admit to it, and
I hope.
Yeah,
it
he's
was
admitting to
horrible.
doing the wrong thing.
It was horrible.
criticism you're hearing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this thread is, I think, one of the more interesting things that's come out of the story, people responding to it.
Claire
I mean, I
Malone.
think the thing that's true for probably a lot of
We watch people like her do stand-up.
Great stand-up comedian.
She's great, dude. Will you book her, Claire? She's a
Can't wait.
killer.
She's
dude.
headlining.
She's a killer.
people in America is that racism or discrimination is sort of insidious or subtle. And what Hasan was presenting as what happened to him was
She's like,
dramatic.
don't fuck up his name.
worthy
Say
of
Hasan. Don't fuck up his name. I will be racist.
stand-up storytelling. So in some ways, it catches attention.
Every
but it also
story in
maybe
my style is built around a seed of truth.
lines
What if like Matty Rad is like writing his tweets?
people in America to, well, how does just
Like when the anthrax fell on my firstborn baby, it was so erotic, so wild, so sensual,
So gentle, so gentle.
gentle.
Rub the anthrax on my rosebud.
And
Information actually
here's a
presents
quote
itself.
directly from Apu. I mean Hasan Minhaj. I'm so sorry. And the quote is, "Thank you, come again." Fuck, that's not what it was. Actually, goddamn it. Fuck. Hasan.
That'd be funny if they sign off. They're like, "Yeah, you lied, Hasan. Thank you, come again."
in addition to the fact that, like, when really sort of horrific things happen, it's sort of, to people it actually happened to, it does take away from their actual experience if you're making
Yeah.
up data points. I mean,
All
well,
right, enough of you. Who cares? You lied. You stink. And stand up.
I really,
Good.
they
Hope you
should
never
not have
fucking-
had that
hope you never
lady
do
break
again.
it.
What a boring
Yeah.
breakdown, Claire
It's just so
Malone.
funny. The Hasan thing is so funny because it's not like, oh no, that bit was made up. That was my favorite joke.
Yeah, exactly. Like, who cares?
I'm like, I don't give. Yeah, it's like
Nobody cares.
Oh,
He's up there
God.
doing PowerPoints for
Yeah,
the last
yeah.
10 years.
He's on his back screaming, "It's bread, not non-bread." You know, it's annoying.
yeah. He
Like
stinks.
it's literally like he's crawling all over the stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yelling about hummus.
Yeah, he's a bad comic.
Yeah,
He's a bad
so-
comic that had to lie about like
Yeah.
people like trying to kill him.
I might sound like a psychopath right now, but no, I don't know. I just
Say it.
no, it's not. No, now it sounds like it's gonna be crazier than that. But it always bothers me whenever they identify as Asian. Also, that annoys me.
I don't
Yeah,
like
some
that
bullshit. Some weird English
I'm
bullshit.
like, you can't do both.
That's really weird. Also, I've noticed that like when I'll be telling a story to woke people, and I'll be like, for example, I'll be like, oh, like the Asian lady at the Cecil Hotel water tower. And they'll be like, Asian? Like, what do you mean? Was she fucking Indian? Is she Russian? I'm like,
Right.
we all know what I'm
know what
talking
you
about.
mean.
you
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah, slanty eyes.
Now you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Playing Russian roulette.
Yeah. He looks weird.
We're making fun of gutter oil.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Yeah.
That's a gutter oil
I
quote.
had somebody accuse me of some like, it was like weird, like
Oh, the hive?
retroactive, like somebody that like is still living in the past.
Dude, we were at
racism last night. Connor,
we were at a bar last
hit
night.
it.
You got it, buddy. We're at a bar last night, and my friend Joey's in town, Joey Dardano, and Joey was coughing really loud outside. It's outside. We're outside.
We're outside.
He's just like, ah, and sneezing.
Yeah.
And then he loudly goes, "It's okay. I'm just sick." Pretty funny bit, you know? And this lady walking by goes, "Don't say that out loud. What's wrong with you?" And then Devin goes, "Oh, no, don't worry about it. He just got back from Wuhan."
Yeah. Fine. It was a little fun, harmless
wonderful.
joke.
Funny.
That's very funny.
That's
Yeah.
the source of the coronavirus.
This
And-
dude loses his mind.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend. He's just like, "What the fuck did you say? What's so funny about Wuhan?"
And I think I just kept going like, oh, I said that because that's where COVID came from. He's like being held back.
She's like holding him back. He's like, "Let me at him. What's so funny about you, Wuhan?"
Dude, it was so played. Like I couldn't even believe this guy that was still on his mind to be upset by.
he trying to-
4 years later?
No, he's like a white dude.
Oh, Jesus.
He's like a pudgy,
Christ.
He
you
was
know.
just trying to be like a woke whatever.
Yeah.
It made no sense. I'm like, we literally, like, if I said that 5 months in, yeah, I get it. It was like a little testy time, but even
Sure.
then, I was fucking every day.
Yeah.
I was like, these fucking Chinese, they did this.
But it's been confirmed.
But it's been
from the
confirmed.
labs
It
in
was the
Wuhan.
Wuhan lab.
What are you talking
It was like an American lab. I'm not
Yes.
even saying the Chinese started
Also,
it.
Yeah.
Joey Dardano was clearly not in Wuhan a day ago. Like, Devin is joking. He's being
Obviously.
No, he
silly.
goes, why would you say that? Like, trying to pretend like there's Proud Boys hanging out in Echo Park,
Yeah.
and I'm like walking around. It
How old was this guy?
I don't know, dude. I
I
was
was
retard.
fucking toasted, dude. I was
we
drunk.
were pretty drunk. Hey, give me a shot. And no. But I just started like cackling, like not even acknowledging this
couldn't-
guy's
It's so funny seeing someone
existence.
turn into a monkey.
I couldn't even imagine how the level of rage I'd be filled with if I was angry at Devin and he was a stranger. And I'm like, "What's so funny about Wuhan?" And then he was like, "Ah!" Like I would. It's the most infuriating. I almost felt bad for
I
the
know.
guy.
I couldn't
Yeah.
believe. I just I kept acting like he didn't exist, and I kept like scream laughing and pointing, like, "Hey, he's a Columbus Day, motherfucker!"
But dude, it was most like condescending thing to this guy because he was legitimately upset. He's like, Wuhan, and I'm like, take a seat, buddy. Come on, let's talk to us.
Yeah.
And he was just losing his mind to the point where his girlfriend had to like push him into the bar, and then he had to like go drink inside because he couldn't be around us anymore.
Yeah,
Is that 33 Tabs?
No,
it was some other bar, but yeah. Then I went to the bathroom and I walked by him, and I was just kind of like.
Yeah.
Just smiling.
Totally.
And
You
go by.
Oh man, it was a delectable experience.
I just couldn't understand what he was even.
What are you, Hannibal Lecter?
It was delightful. It was
I was genuinely confused at what he was
such
mad
an
about.
antiquated woke thing to get upset at.
Yeah.
Like we're done with that, buddy.
Yeah.
We're done with that.
Every time I think about COVID and the Wuhan thing,
Devin also is so good at like making pointed jokes, like mocking people, or even if the words aren't that mean on paper, there's a tone to it where somebody who's got like a fucking dirty Irish temper will just go like, oh,
yeah.
you know, and I've done that to people too. But I know
Devin
I
also,
bet
when
that's
he's
what
passionate,
happened.
he's like he spits a little bit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Saliva's just flying out of his mouth.
Some fucking guy's like already feels like a cuck around his girlfriend, probably.
Quite possibly the most punchable face when you are laughing like that.
Oh, I know.
I've never felt that way to you personally. I put myself in that guy's shoes.
Sure,
And I was like, I think I'd beat the shit out of
Sure.
Devin.
Yeah.
That's why I do it. Hit
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Hit me.
I'll sue you.
I'll sue you.
Never
Be
been
buying
punched.
me-
That's
Never
the
been-
craziest thing about
crazy.
Devin.
Hit
Yeah.
me.
Devin's amazing.
I'd love a new wardrobe.
Yeah.
Huh? Take it to the cleaners. Take it to the cleaners,
Devin's
pal.
blind in one eye because some guy knocked him against bounced his head across concrete.
hit him
And he's
with a
like,
bike
guy won, guys.
Yeah. We've been walking around all day being like, what's so funny about Wuhan? That's all we've been saying all day.
I couldn't believe it,
Dude, this is so stupid, but every time I think about like Wuhan and COVID and all that stuff, and everyone's like, it's the wet markets, it's the bats in the wet markets, and no one's like, no, it's the lab. Every time that argument was happening, I would just have this visualization of a bat in a lab coat with beakers in his hands.
It's developing.
Oh, he's moonlighting.
Developing
And he's just
COVID.
making COVID.
Oh man, yeah, that was fascinating. I wish you guys were there.
Now I'm pissed I didn't go. That
Even
sounds
when
like
Me too.
it's kind of crazy. Even when I'm not putting myself out there, not trying to have one of those nights, just passerbys trying to
The
fight me.
closest
I
I've
don't
ever
think I've
seen
ever seen you get in a confrontation either.
People constantly.
The only time I was ever genuinely afraid of you getting your ass kicked was at Echo Park Rising.
That was
one time.
I was in the throes.
Oh
of
my god!
rage.
If I wasn't there, I think he would have beat the living shit out of you.
Yeah, he would have hit me.
What
we
was
were
this
trying to
one? What
cross
happened?
through this beer garden because he's from here and he's all upset about Echo Park Rising, and I get it. It's an annoying festival.
Yeah.
They act like they own the city.
Yeah, exactly.
They're celebrating.
They
Echo
come down
Park.
here and they like set up like little shops where they sell like some like disgusting sundress and
Yeah. Reggie Watts is there.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, and we were like trying to cut through because this giant parking lot. It was like the Tex parking lot, and it was like I didn't want to go. We didn't want to go all the way around. So Devin just tries to like barrel through the security guard. It's like a 6'5" black dude. It looks like he was in the NFL.
Yeah.
Huge. And Devin just tries like going straight in, and the guy just like stiff arms him. And Devin's like, I'm going through.
I turned into like Stan. I
And
got all like sassy.
he was like, no, the fuck you're not. You gotta buy a wristband. It's like a beer garden. And he's like, I own this city. You didn't say that, but you're like, I'm from here, motherfucker. You're not from here. How dare you?
He said this?
He was like saying all that stuff. He
Devin.
was blackout drunk, screaming at the top of his
Oh,
lungs.
no.
I was so hammered.
So out of his mind. And I had to like jump in the middle. I was like, hey guys, back it up. Please, please, please. This is insane. Devin, just walk away, walk away, walk away. And I turned to the guy and I'm literally looking up at him.
Yeah.
And I go, I'm so sorry about my friend. And he goes, I'll beat your ass too. Get the fuck away from me. And I was like, righto, sir. Yes, I'm on my way.
Yeah. I feel bad about that. I wish I could apologize to him.
Yeah.
You need
It's
to
also funny because that guy
apologize.
was like probably for sure from LA.
Yeah, I know. It was crazy. of me
And
to
he's
say
also
that.
annoyed at the
Yeah.
festival.
It was a real like I hated all the white people taking over the neighborhood, and I took it out.
Took out a black
took it out in
guy.
a big black security guard. I
Didn't you
guess.
take the?
Not
Didn't you call
great.
the red line bouncer Shaquille O'Neal one time?
Oh, God. Yeah, because he was acting like a sheriff.
You got
And then I realized later, I go, that sounds kind of racist. But I said it because of the sheriff angle. See, my wit knows no bounds. Sometimes I'm too witty.
Everybody knows about Sheriff Shaquille.
Too witty for my own good. Well, that guy was being a fucking prick. He was he was cutting people off for he saw me trip. I had like 3 drinks.
What did you say to him?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was so funny.
I was just going off with him about, okay, Sheriff Shack.
You're like, you look like Shaquille O'Neal. Another black guy walks by. You're like, another Shaquille O'Neal. Oh my gosh, it sounds fellow Shaquille O'Neal.
I swear to God, when I said that, I wasn't thinking of like the race. It was like
No.
he happened to be black.
Well, sometimes people just look like certain. It's so racist to tell anybody that's not white they look like another person for some reason.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I get told constantly I look like people all the time.
Yeah, I know.
That's all I ever get. You know, I've never once been like, oh, so all white people look the same to you?
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, we all do.
Sorry.
Shit on us, we'll shit on you. I'll shit
Most
on
people look
everybody.
like other people.
I love shitting on people. It's great.
I love taking fat,
Everyone looks
stinky
different.
shits.
Everyone looks different, and it's funny to talk about.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's do a shot.
I feel like I'm somehow crazier without alcohol.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, you're a bit kooky.
Because you've got no excuse.
Yeah.
You're wacky.
I'm all wacky. I'm all pumped up on fucking vitamin B6 and pyridoxine and cessful flame and
Are you gonna drink? How much of that have you drank?
K-niacinamide.
Oh my god!
Get it out of here. Get it out of here.
No,
I'm like
no, no,
crack
keep going,
right now.
buddy.
Get it out of here.
Well, you gotta level yourself out with some nice whiskey.
Why don't you mix the whiskey in there?
Yeah, give me some of that. Enough of this game. I grow weary.
I knew it. I knew he'd cave.
I grow weary.
Wow.
I'm only gonna have like a little to juice up.
Oh, okay, sure. Look at me though.
Just the juice up.
Sober.
Just to juice up.
I'm sober though.
God
Oh,
damn it.
you cave. No.
Once I put it in
I'll
me.
have one. I'll
You're
have one
gonna
also.
have one?
I'll have one also. Yes.
All right, you better.
I will.
Okay. Yeah, let's. What else do you guys remember me being crazy in public?
I have one.
A few
I have
times.
one. I have one. It's another. I hate to do this to you, but who was the guy that was Michael Jordan's photographer?
Oh yeah, that was the workaholics guy.
Yeah, but their black friend.
I kept calling him Boris Diaw. Because he looked like Boris Diaw.
So a black NBA player again.
No, he's like not even fully black. He's like he was Boris Diaw was like German black.
Mixed. Yeah, but so
Mixed.
this guy was mixed. So it was spot on, and
Wow.
everybody heard it.
Wow, dude, that's pathetic. Wow. I can't believe you caved.
Fuck, dude.
But
Wow.
Did you guys have like a challenge?
I
What's
was
going on?
shaking. No, we just like we were going too crazy the last few days, and
Look,
we were
all I
like,
said is I'm not drinking tonight, and this guy caved.
I was like Monday through Friday we gotta like stop, you know, and then but then we had to record Monday because Connor's got to go fucking perform to Mongoloids in North Carolina.
Yeah. I really don't know what the demographic is in North Carolina.
I have
I'm
no
assuming it's
clue
just
what's
white
going
people.
on. there.
White.
Raleigh.
Mongoloids. Oh no, I guess they
Mongoloids.
have. They got some. Raleigh's like I think of the most mixed part of.
Well, I would also imagine Chris's fan base is mostly Hispanic.
Yeah. I wonder, are there Mexicans in North Carolina?
Mexicans in Atlanta were weird.
Okay. What is
Oh,
that?
yeah, like in the
on.
South, Mexicans in the South. Like
Oh,
it's like
right.
you go there and it's like, what are you doing here? Like, get out of here.
Get out of
I'm
here.
like, don't open up that
on top of
restaurant,
that,
you weirdos.
on top of that, what are they doing here? Get out of here.
I do always find it weird when there's like a taqueria like in like the South. or
Yeah, I'm like,
something.
what the?
like,
You don't stop it.
like, come on, there's no desert here.
Leave room for ribs and shit. You know.
Yeah.
Next time I get in a fight with Valerie, I'm going to pick up the phone. She'll be like, who are you calling? I'm like, I'm calling ICE. Enough of you.
Yeah. What else? I didn't.
Enough of you.
I didn't do anything else too crazy that night with the workaholics.
Well,
guy.
you did Boris Diaw, and then the workaholics guy came over. What's his actual name?
Oh fuck! I don't
Blake.
I don't know. His
Blake Anderson.
Yeah.
He came.
Love that guy. I don't mean it meant no ill will that night.
No,
You love him?
He kept the game going. We thought it wasn't him.
Well, so to be fair to you, our friend Jordan started the fight by. Blake Anderson was walking by, and Jordan Lopez was being sassy, and
He just called out his pants.
Blake Anderson was wearing like some weird red velvet pants or something, and Jordan was just like, look at the fucking pants on this guy. And then Blake Anderson heard it, and he walks up to us, he goes, what the fuck you say? My pants? What's up? And then Devan, just seeing this guy being aggressive to his friends, was just like, just went in on him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just started steamrolling him. And at some point during this confrontation, Devan goes, dude, you look like the workaholics guy.
And he kept going along with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But then the
He
whole
literally
night
was him.
The whole
Devan
night,
didn't know.
The whole night I haunted them.
Oh yeah.
He
Like,
tweeted about it. the
He
next
tweeted
day,
about it
yeah.
the next day. He said he almost fought me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then later that night,
And you
I
love
think,
this guy.
I don't care either way.
If
I
he
don't
lives or
know.
dies.
I love him. I don't mean any ill will. I see him in the scene. I mean, he's on like podcasts and
Yeah.
knows people I know. It's like bizarre.
I'd imagine I'd love that
the
guy.
degree of separation there. I had
I'm
no
a fan.
clue.
I think he's very funny. And then, but I think the worst part was that Boris Diaw did literally nothing. He was an innocent bystander. And he was also a skateboarding guy. Like, he had skateboarding clothes on and stuff.
They kept trying to like calm me down, be like, "Hey, dude, do you like skateboarding?"
No. Here's how it happened with
Like a toddler.
skateboarding.
Yeah.
You want this binky? You like these keys, buddy?
No, the way skateboarding came up was no one brought it up at all. But then Devan was just like looking at this guy, and he saw that he's wearing skateboarding stuff, and the guy's trying to calm him down, and Devan goes, "Dude, nobody cares that you're friends with Bucky Lasik, dude."
Yeah, something like
And then
that.
it turns out he's Bucky Lasik's like main photographer.
Wow, everything I kept getting things like right,
It was
but
so
not
spot on.
knowing anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, you accidentally sound like the biggest fan of this friend group.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, I don't love you guys. You think I want to be friends with you?
So then the guy's like, "Oh, here's like something like an olive branch." Like, "Oh, you skateboard? You had a Bucky Lasik thing. You must know." And then Devan goes, "No, dude, I don't do anything like that."
I think I said I don't play with toys.
Yeah, that's
A classic.
a classic.
That's infuriating.
Yeah, it's really really rude thing to say. I was like, "No, I don't play with toys. I'm an adult."
It's shocking you've never been punched.
I know.
I've been
It's
punched
crazy.
so many times.
I know, it's crazy.
God,
What
and
do you think it is with me?
I don't know.
You're slippery.
Yeah, you're slippery.
slippery.
Also, I think you look very beat up a bull.
Yeah.
So I think people are like, what a waste. I know
Yeah.
I know I could beat his
I look
ass.
like the retarded guy in $1 Million Baby.
Exactly.
The heavyweight champion of the world. I'm just outside of Red Lion.
I think your words
shadow
cut.
boxing.
They cut too, and it makes people think for a second. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if you were just calling them faggots, they would have like punched you.
Sure.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
Connor just nailed it. Where Devan frames the situation in a way where the way that he's talking sets it up where if you punch him, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he's not doing any physical threat whatsoever. Whereas somebody like Connor, just being from Tohongo, might at some point just be like, "Dude, what? Like what?" Like kind of doing that a little bit.
Well, you see a guy like Connor, you go like, maybe this is more of a
Yeah,
fight
yeah,
because of his
sure.
arms and he's
Yeah.
big and strong and,
And
stuff
sexy
and
and
sexy
just-
and
yeah.
fucking so
Yeah.
hot. I mean,
Dressed-
imagine him oiled up
well-dressed.
and everything. But yeah. Later that night, apparently, Mark said that it's like these two white girls came up and were kind of like being weirdly like flirty with me, but I was so just
amped.
not even on this earth that I was like, I'll attack anybody.
You're like Danny Trejo in
And-
Heat when he just starts shooting the security guards.
I think they did something like they kind of tried to.
Wangro?
Huh?
Wangro.
Is that his name in Heat?
No, Wangro is the white guy that shoots the security.
I thought Danny Trejo shoots.
No.
No.
Well, you know, I'm gonna go
Anyways.
kill myself. I'll see you guys later. I need a piss anyways.
Already?
Brother, man,
So anyway,
I'm fucking
at the
chugging,
taco
dude.
truck, these two like white like girls, and I think one of they were trying to like flirt with me, but also by cutting. Like they asked me if they could go
That's some
first or
bullshit.
something, and it was like I was like,
Yeah, fuck
no. And then we kind of got into it, and she got like angry at me, and then they stormed off. And Mark and I were just drunk and laughing, and I go, yeah, go kill Kurt. She looked like Courtney Love like that.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny how like I never picked up on like what flirting was whenever.
No.
Like remember in school, we went to all boys school, but it's like when girls would
Oh, I
steal your
Oh, we
hat.
flirted with each
We
other.
flirt.
Yeah,
Me and Devin would fuck.
I love flirting at high school.
But like girls would steal your hat. That was a big. Did you ever have that?
No, because I went to an all boys school.
But always, not even in middle school. Would you
No,
in
no,
school?
yeah, no. In middle school, I was so
Girls
fat,
would
dude.
steal my hat, you know, and I'd get legitimately mad. Like, give me my fucking hat back, fucking thief. And I'm like, in retrospect, I'm like, I could have gotten so much pussy. What was I doing?
I know.
I
They
have a
liked
lot
me.
of those too.
I know.
You bitch! That's my favorite hat.
I never had that chance. I was the fat kid that was along for the ride.
Sure.
I'd be at the theater and all my friends would have girlfriends and I'd just be sitting there like making them laugh and then imagining them fucking.
Cutting a hole in your pocket, jerking off the movie.
Yeah, just like talking to my like Korean friend, like Arnold, like did she jack ya? He's like, yeah, dude. And then she wiped it on the seat next to me, and I'd be like, sick. Oh, that's so hot.
Just face planting into
Yeah.
the seat, like,
Oh man. Well, my favorite celebrity,
oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know where this is fucking going.
Baby Alien. You guys know about Baby Alien?
No,
I've
dude.
seen him a little. I saw a sex tape.
Baby Alien.
You watched it.
Yeah.
Same.
Baby Alien is he's this guy. He looks like like you'd find him in DJ Khaled's toilet. And I guess he's like a viral TikTok guy, and he's
He's the guy controlling DJ Khaled in his brain.
Yes. In Men in Black.
Men in Black, yeah.
And so I guess like these porn stars reached out to him and said that they would take his virginity because he like said he went on a big tirade about how he never gets fucked because people go like, look at me, you know. I'm
There's
all
no way
weird
he's a
looking and
virgin.
shit. Who knows? Who knows? But
I think he was, or he claimed to be before this.
All part
That's
of
at least what he-
elaborate scheme.
He might have been lying, but
crazy.
that's what he
No
was
way.
saying.
That guy fucks.
we'll see.
That guy fucks?
No, he doesn't.
I don't
dude.
know.
What are you talking
He's
about?
like Chains. He was in Miami.
He
Like,
fucked
yeah.
finally on this show, and apparently he like brought the heat. Connor and I watched like a little bit of
Same.
it before.
Me and Devin watched the full 15-minute
watched
porn
full
before you got here.
He's
Put
great.
it up on the big screen. We're just watching porn together.
So I mean, I don't know. I just this is like a new thing that I just found out about. It's kind of fascinating. I mean, look at him. Look at him.
Baby alien.
Yeah.
How was that? What just happened?
Oh, it was good. It was like good.
Whoa.
So you just had your first.
Slim, thick. I felt like frozen. Like, phew, I was like, ooh, let it go. So I let it all go.
You did?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Man.
Yeah, let's let it go. Ladies, what do you guys rate Baby Alien today?
Can I give you 1,000?
They say one of you raped baby alien.
What do you rate him?
Oh, I was like, Jesus.
They're being nice. They're saying rate him 1,000.
1,000?
Yeah,
Okay, 1,000. We can add some zeros on there. Right? You enjoy.
Yeah, like,
He looks like he stores like his cum in his head, like a camel. Maybe that's why he's great for porn.
Like it shrinks down
yeah,
after he comes.
he comes and it goes normal.
That doesn't happen to
He comes and he
camels.
becomes Hasan Minhaj.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is like if you squished Hasan. Hasan got stepped on. Wow. Yeah. Man, that was good.
Very good.
yeah, like, I would hard it. You said,
And by the way, camels do. They have a hump full of like, water.
I bet it doesn't shrink when they.
No, I know. Relax.
1,000. Yeah, sure.
I'm positive.
I mean, y'all snap. Y'all did.
You did. Baby Alien, were you nervous?
They seem like they really like him.
I thought that too.
They like actually
They're
genuinely.
whores.
I think they're like, Baby Alien like brought the fucking heat tonight.
There seems to be like some real affection.
Yeah. Like he fucked me for like 15 straight minutes.
I mean, we
Like,
watched it. He kind of threw it down.
He was throwing it down. He was like, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
What was he doing
He
again?
does the noises. He loves to make the noise of the ball hitting the ass. You know.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yep.
What if I just do this for the next 30 minutes? I stare at you guys. Remember that noise in porn? When the ball hits the ass? Huh?
Well, the
JP
way-
Ryan Morgan will loop that.
The weird thing about the beginning of the video is he couldn't get hard, so the porn star had to start playing a recorder, and
He popped out of a basket like a cobra. Oh, dude, you're fucked in this town.
No.
Kidding. Your manager still listen?
I hope.
I don't think he's still listening at this point.
Get us his IP address. We'll block him from ever listening
Yeah.
to anything.
I know Valerie's dad's listening to this.
Oh, hell yeah. Shout out Valerie's dad.
Yeah. I don't know if he is, but he told me he's listened,
Hola, brother.
which is a terrifying.
Brother.
Costa,
Costa, my dude.
probably likes it.
Yeah, he does.
Probably likes it for like maybe some of the wrong reasons, but
How are you feeling in the moment? Like what happened?
Well, at first I was
he goes, well, I
like,
looked down and I go, what the fuck is that shit in my pants? Like he didn't even know he had a cock until today.
they capping.
What's wrong with his arm too?
So
When you're a dwarf, do you have fucked up like why does he have like burn victim arm?
Is she a dwarf? I don't think he's
That
a
might
dwarf.
be a real burn.
He has dwarfism.
yeah, they probably pulled him out of Aleppo after a bunch of white phosphorus attacks.
He was Aleppo. He was sold to the fan bus in a Yemen auction.
He was executing women in Aleppo like 5 months ago. He was in one of those cages where they're lighting people on fire.
He was in Aleppo.
DJ Khaled pulled him out and then put him on the bang bus.
Now they capping. They're not gonna pull up. They capping. And then when I seen them like open the door, I was like, well, I low-key got nervous. I was about to run out the bus because I was like, hold on.
You can't run out the bus again, baby.
Nah, yeah, they ain't let me. They didn't pull me by my leg.
Is this gonna be a new trend, like the handicap bang bus?
That'd be sick.
Are they gonna start doing this now?
That'd be the most body positive thing
That would be.
ever.
It would be
You
great.
know what I mean?
I love
Fuck retards.
I like that. Right, well, John. Relax here.
There's no way.
We've
that
said that on this podcast 100 times,
No, I
but
know,
never in that context.
Yeah, that was mean.
Never.
There's no way that guy's like
I think
over
he has,
90 IQ.
I think he has.
His brain is so
John,
small.
just because he
He's got a little head, dude.
Just because he looks retarded doesn't mean he actually
look how
is.
big his brain looks. What are you talking about?
No, bro, that guy's an idiot.
His brain is cracking out of his skull.
Yeah, look at the big brain on baby alien. I mean, no, I don't think being you're now saying if you're a dwarf, you're just retarded.
No. Wait. Oh.
He has dwarf vision.
Actually,
you were saying that.
Yeah, I guess
That's
I'm wrong.
like
No,
watching a
that's
movie
true.
and Peter Dinklage is in it. You go, ha ha, fucking retard. It's like he just has a disability. He's not mentally handicapped.
John sees a short bus. He's like, is Vern Troyer in there? Wee, man.
How is Vern Troyer smarter than like an average person? 'Cause he's got the littlest head.
He has average intelligence. He's
But
like
his
a regular.
brain's tiny.
They're still normal people. Like they still have normal
I think
brains.
their brain's the same size.
Yeah.
Vern Troyer had a normal head.
No.
He also had a sex tape.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These dwarves get it in. They love
dude.
sex tapes.
First, I was like, whoa, that's too much for me. And then combining them together, whoa. But then I said, I'm going to do my thing. And I just...
I honestly think they like him because they're like, he's got a way with words. Like they think he's like a poet.
No, he's like the smartest porn star they've ever fucked.
I had that.
See, he loves the noise. He loves that.
Well, they gave you 1,000.
Well, I guess I did good then.
What do you rate the ladies?
Oh,
on a
no,
scale of 1 to 10?
One of the girls just started throwing
They
up.
broke the skin.
Like, I would give him like all of them.
He starts drinking from a big hamster bottle on the side of the fucking He's like, let me eat this food pellet real quick before I continue this interview.
They're like, baby alien, go to bed. They pour a bunch of shredded paper on the ground.
Guys, I'd love to come out, but I got to go home and let little baby out, or little alien out. So.
he looks like he looks like he covers his shit with dirt. He looks like he takes shits like a cat.
He starts drinking
Or
from
a
a
dog.
dish of milk.
You know when your dog keeps doing that like thing where like it's
scooting.
pretending it's in the wild and
Yeah.
it keeps like kicking dirt over its shit. And you go, that's over now. We
You know,
don't
what
do
are you,
that anymore.
stupid?
We bred you to not do that now.
Yeah.
You don't do that now. Speaking of dogs, the kangaroo guy, a new psychopathic kangaroo just dropped.
Dude, kangaroos are insane.
Kangaroos scare the living fuck
Kangaroos
out
are
of me.
jacked, and they'll fuck you up.
Look at them, dude. This looks like a fake creature. Like
They'll choke you out.
I never realized that they look like fucking Debo
Yeah.
from Friday. Like
That's a thick
I have this
body.
thing with animals. It's gonna sound so stupid, but in my head, I'm like, you're either like a dog or a bird. Those are the two types of animal.
I had a friend who had the same opinion.
I'm like, you're dog or bird.
What is
Yeah.
a bear?
A bear is a dog.
yeah, dog.
Yeah.
They look like dogs.
It's
kinda.
like that's the two animals to me. When I see a kangaroo, I go, what is that?
What about
Dog.
cats?
Deer.
Dog.
What is it?
Yeah.
What then?
Deer's dog.
They're a lot like deer, though.
No, they're fucking
They're
not.
marsupials, dude. They're like fucking rats.
What about mountain
No,
lions?
but they look
Mountain
like
lions are
deer,
cats.
but they
No, it's dog.
they're jumping around.
That's a dog too.
No, I'm saying like the archetype, 4 legs on 4 legs. You know, it's like.
Oh, right, okay.
That all falls in dog.
Okay,
to me.
got you. Got you.
And then
What's a
bird's
gorilla?
bird.
I did get what
Dog.
you're saying.
I know, but like that's crazy.
Yeah, still.
right.
I can identify. I go, that's an animal. It walks on its legs and.
Yeah. Okay, dog,
you know,
bird.
Dog, bird.
Dog, bird.
And then I see this and I go, I don't know what that
Komodo
is.
dragon.
Dog.
All fours.
It's all scaly and it has a beak.
a
Yeah,
dog.
it's just a dog that has different skin.
Yeah.
Whatever. Not a perfect system. Let's move on.
I told you it's going to be dumb as hell.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
you're-
how my brain works. And when I see kangaroos, I'm genuinely like, ah.
I thought it was a
I
brilliant
do see
point.
what you're saying. Let's watch this.
I'm gonna punch your fucking head in.
Dude, they fucking fight kangaroos out there.
Yeah, they do.
Dude,
Look
it's
how
crazy.
jacked he
Look at
is.
how fucking
Yeah.
jacked, dude.
Yeah.
He looks like Logan Paul.
Look at that fucking vascularity in the forearm.
I
Yeah,
know.
dude.
He's on Arginine. L-Arginine.
I'm going to get a personal trainer and be like, make me look like this. It's just a kangaroo. That's the body I want.
They are so scary.
No.
Oh shit! Did he get taken under?
No, he dropped his phone.
He's got it, bro.
Damn.
Oh shit,
Like
dog.
sizing him up.
Scary.
Shit, dog.
Like, you want some essay?
Dude,
satanic.
It's like biblical. It's like biblical. It's like scary as shit.
They are so fucking
Being half
creepy.
submerged in water is 10 times worse because you don't know how much.
He looks like he's about to
longer it
float
is.
out of the water.
Yeah.
And start screaming.
I mean, I didn't even know they also punch. Like, they kick, too. They'll
They
kick the
kick and
shit
punch.
out of you.
Yeah, they balance on their tail.
They're
and
like
kick
UFC
you.
fighters.
This looks like an A24 horror film.
It
This
really
frame.
does.
They also have very long claws on their feet.
Yeah.
When I first saw this, I was like, every time I see an up close kangaroo video, like these fights, I'm like, that's fake. It looks like AI or something. Like, they don't.
John,
look
what
real
would you
to me.
do? I would jump on him, get his neck, get his back, hold him under.
I mean, honestly, I was
would
recently.
run
I've been like kind of like half sparring with my buddy at the gym, and he's like a striker, and I just basically just grab him,
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Get in
what I would do,
close, take his back,
grab and throw him.
and then hold him underwater.
Oh yeah. Oh
Get
yeah, for
behind
sure.
him,
Drown
fuck
his
him in the
ass.
ass. I'm gonna fuck this kangaroo in the
fuck
ass.
his ass. Come.
Yes.
Come.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rape the kangaroo.
Yeah.
I could drown him if I stay in close.
Absolutely not.
Do you want to know why they're always holding these dogs in the?
Yeah, why? It's always that.
Because the dingoes are their main predator.
Oh really?
So they associate like dogs with an enemy, like
Yeah.
dingoes. So they grab them and they try to drown them. So that's why
that's
these
fucked up.
Australians dogs.
I
are
didn't
always
know
getting-
they drowned.
It's crazy they know how to drown though.
That's what I didn't even know that when I was threatening
Maybe
to
drown, maybe not drown. Like I don't know if they're holding it down the whole time, but like contain the situation.
Well, the dingoes eat their babies.
because the dingoes will kill them. Yeah, yeah. So they just any dog. They're like, no, fuck you. You know.
Yeah.
Taking you to the water. They're
racist.
They're baptizing them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kangaroo versus chimpanzee.
What?
A chimp would kill him.
Chimp.
But really, but the kangaroo's got claws and shit, and it's also jacked.
Well,
Guys, men have trouble with kangaroos.
kangaroo's faster.
Do you know how tall a kangaroo is?
Yeah, but
like
I mean,
on
but,
its.
but men can't take chimps either. A chimp would fuck every guy up.
Yeah, I know, but like a
So
man
a
is
chimp
a
versus
good
kangaroo.
baseline, I think, for like fighting animals.
Yeah, but chimp versus kangaroo, it's like by far chimp.
Chimps
I mean, I agree with you. I'm not saying I disagree with you. But I'm not
They're
saying
way stronger and they have very long teeth.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's. I
I
agree
have to
with you.
piss. This is.
I have to piss as well. God damn. Jesus.
Bye, guys.
All right, see you guys.
You stay, John.
I'm waiting. Yeah, no, I'm waiting for you to get back. Welcome to the John Zone, guys.
Go off. How would you run the show right now?
How'd I run the show? Jada
would you run-
Kbeekit?
how would you run
What'd
the
she
show?
talk about with two? Let's play the baby alien porn, buddy. Oh, you want me to literally look shit
Go on
up?
YouTube and
watch
run
porn.
the show. Do what you would do.
Catastrophic.
What would you do here?
Catastrophic.
You're gonna type in catastrophic Chinese industrial accidents.
Fuck yeah, brother.
That's all you do.
Devin, will you pour me up one of
That's all
these?
I know.
course.
Oh, you. I got you, bud. Don't worry.
Thanks, man.
Is this the glass you want to use?
Yeah, I'll
You're
just,
simply
that's the only-
typing in
it's the only glass.
catastrophic failure into
Reddit. Move.
Reddit.
Oh, sorry, bud. There you go. I'm trying to do like 15 things at once, and Devin's like,
Pretty weak shot. You poured them.
you know, it was a pretty weak back shot your boyfriend gave you last night.
You're like Rain Man.
Let's
with like
go.
Asia.
Joey's text made me laugh this morning. I was like,
Oh, what
can't
was-
make it, gonna go on a hike.
That was
He goes-
incredibly brutal.
He goes, yeah, hike it up your skirt so your boyfriend can fuck you in the ass.
Let's do this month. Let's see. All right.
I don't know if we're allowed to watch this. on,
No, some of them
YouTube.
are. Some of them. If we'll pick one that. U.S. Marines prowler snap cable car. Oh, 20 people on board died.
Enough of this, John. Really quick, give like a really give a really crazy breakdown of Israel-Palestine. Like say something really inflammatory.
Oh, something really inflammatory. Palestinians
No,
are
don't.
literally orcs, and
Okay, don't do that. Don't do
Oh.
that. I didn't actually mean to.
Well, I'll give it. I'll break it down. But like Israelis are like
Please
fucking
do
savages.
not.
So like the thing is like
Jesus.
yeah, they are. They're literal like dude. Okay.
What the fuck, dude?
This has nothing to do
Listen,
with
Connor
me.
McNutt's
don't
my best
even-
friend,
do you
and
even
the thing is
hear
like
yourself?
Oh my god.
no. Here's the bottom
Why'd
line.
I ask this?
Here's
I'm
the
gonna
bottom
cut
line.
this out.
No.
Hey, go ahead and cut it
Stop.
out. What, you want to get crazy?
No.
Let's get crazy, dude. No, Israelis.
Do you have like a thoughtful
a
response?
thoughtful one.
or-
It is disgusting the way the children of Holocaust survivors treat a obviously kind of a minority in their own country. It's
Yeah.
disgusting, but the problem is what you have here is a culture clash between two people, and they both do war differently. They both mourn differently. They have different values. And the thing about Palestinians is, especially Hamas, Hamas are literally savages. Palestinians are not savages. Hamas would kill all of us right now,
Okay.
easily.
Yeah, they seem bad.
Yeah, they're bad guys. But
They seem pretty cool to me.
You're poking a bear.
I'm joking. If
Hezbollah gets involved, then it's just gonna extrapolate. I literally don't give two fucks. I don't want to.
Every time this conversation comes up and people go, if Hezbollah gets involved, I just imagine Hasbullah.
Parachute his
And
little
just,
ass
like,
in there.
jumping into
I'm gonna take a whiz.
Hezbollah is like Lebanese, right?
Yeah,
They're my people. They're bad though too, right?
very bad.
Yeah. More of a tabbouleh guy. All right. Well, John just like really derailed the show for a second. I tried to give him like a fun little out, and he went into a racist tirade, and then he tried to show us like really shitty videos.
He can't help himself.
It's unbelievable with that guy.
Is that body cam?
Is there a corner this week?
No corner this week.
No, but let's watch this, and then.
Well, this is something I found. It's interesting. It's like a guy. It's like a cop influencer.
I've seen this guy.
He's like a cop in Arizona, and he like really loves filming himself, and he like really gets into like wisecracks and like you could tell he like wanted to do other things with his life.
He's producing his own reality TV show, basically.
Yes, pretty much.
I feel like this is illegal. Doesn't this feel kind of illegal?
Yeah, I don't understand it. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to
1A.
make a show about your job.
You're allowed to film stuff in public.
And like then edit it and call it Fridays with Frank, and you're like an actual like PCH guy. Like,
If your chief of police wanted to fire you for this, he probably could, but it's not illegal. It could be a conduct thing.
It sucks.
But it's not a crime, and it sucks, but
yeah,
not a crime.
So your chief just goes, "Get in here, Johnson." He goes, "You're gay as hell on the internet."
I saw your TikTok dances. You've got no swag.
I want your GoPro and your road bike now.
I need your ring light on my desk by end of day.
Because both of you pissed me off, because that level of driving here with people that aren't playing your game of driving and seeing who can get in front of who is absolutely unacceptable. Let me see your driver's license.
I don't have it on me.
You don't have... Oh, so you're driving the way you are and you're suspended. I don't care where you are going. There isn't a stipulation in Arizona state law that says I can drive in an overly aggressive manner while my license is suspended.
He's kind of like he kind of is like the Joey Swole of cops, you know, like he's like this. He like watches a video of a guy like running a red light. He goes, "This was absolutely despicable."
Oh, Joey Swole's the guy who criticizes guys at the gym.
Yeah.
Not wearing your seatbelt. So I don't know what you expect from this traffic stop, but that level of driving is unacceptable. Do you have any ID so I know who you are?
I love when they put the shitty music like it's a reality show about people eating ribs.
Hello, sir. Hi. Why were you driving like that?
So this guy John is a cop, like he films himself and he like gets really into it and like makes jokes.
How's
and, like,
that
berates
allowed?
people. That's what we were.
That's
just
what I was
saying.
saying.
Is he a sheriff?
I
think if he's a sheriff, that's like they're like way more autonomous than regular police departments.
Right, yeah, I think he is, and that's why so it's not illegal for anyone to do it, but a sheriff might be less likely to get fired by their...
How come like anyone can become a sheriff? I don't really understand that.
It's like you're voted in.
Dude, you can get like deputized. I talked to a cop one time. I was like, dude, if there's like a mass shooting and like some like, could you like deputize people on the spot?
That's what
Like back, I
Dan
was thinking like cowboy
Bilzerian tried
movies.
to do at the Vegas shooting. When
Dan Bilzerian, he was like,
he asked to be deputized, basically.
That was
so
incredible.
retarded.
Give me your gun. Give me your gun.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
so
So the
fucking
Vegas
funny.
people's heads were getting blown off, and Bilzerian ran up to a cop and goes, "Give me your fucking gun." To a cop, "Give me your gun."
That's crazy.
And he was going to storm the Paddock's hotel.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had one wish, it was that the cop let him have the
He goes,
gun,
"Yeah,
and then he goes
they
up and
probably
kills
knew he'd
Paddock.
stop.
That would have been.
Wouldn't
the
that be
coolest
incredible if
fucking
Dan
thing
Bilzerian
ever.
saved the day? Actually,
He would have been huge.
yeah.
God, that would have been sick.
Yeah, if Dan Bilzerian killed Stephen Paddock. God, that would have been fucking cool, dude.
Because he's such a fuckboy. He's been criticized by so many for very good reasons. But if he killed Paddock,
It would have been great PR for him.
and everybody would have just been like, "All right, that was
He
sick."
diehards the moment.
His
yeah.
biggest haters would have been like, "That was sick."
Yeah.
When you got Paddock.
Back there. I watched what you did.
No, I know.
You also have a brake that functions in this vehicle, right?
Yes, sir.
So you didn't have to race in front of him and cut him off and then hit your brakes. You could have simply just applied your brake and let him go by, right? Yep. But you didn't, and you
when
just...
cops do this thing where they like they talk to you like a child, drives me fucking crazy.
I understand
Just
it in this
give me
scenario,
the fucking
though.
ticket.
Yeah. I mean, it's not sound like a cock, but I understand in this scenario, though, like, this guy is obviously being a fucking retard, and he's just all he's doing is calling this guy a fucking retard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
and this is coming from the guy who's the most road rage on planet Earth.
Well, that drives me nuts too, though. I've had cops do that to me.
Yeah, but I hate when they do it for nuance, like like anyone would do this.
When they
like,
ask me, do you know how? Like, do you know why I pulled you over? What are we doing? What is this, a pop quiz, retard? You work for me.
You tell me.
That's what I say. My taxes fund you. You don't fucking also like add homework to the situation. Just give me the fucking ticket or not.
You're never supposed to answer that, by the way, because they're trying to trick you into incriminating yourself.
Exactly. Right.
So you always just go like, no. Why?
You know, I pulled you over today. Go, yeah, I killed my wife.
You got me.
You got me.
Yep. There you go. Was it the drifter that I killed back in the 90s? Or?
A pound of cocaine in my trunk?
What's the statute of limitations on murder?
Do you know I pulled you over and you're like, I've been looking over my shoulder for the last 20 years. I knew this day would come.
At a criminal amount of speed, the speed limit here is 45, to get in front of him and then road rage him and slam on your brakes the second that you got in front of him. Is any of that incorrect?
Yeah, give him the
I
ticket.
didn't slam on my brakes. He was back there flipping me off, moving on me. That's why I passed him.
Okay.
And then I moved back in, and you're absolutely right. I slowed down, but I slowed down.
Okay.
We were coming out.
He just
I did
opens
not brake
fire
check
on the
him. I didn't
guy.
go hard,
But you did.
absolutely
You
right.
cut in front of him and then you applied your brakes.
I moved when I knew it was safe. I didn't cut anybody off. I didn't do anything aggressive, but I did apply my brakes. So
that maneuver by that truck in the background was
pretty illegal.
These neighborhoods in Phoenix and stuff. Like, what is life out there?
You know who I miss?
What are they up to?
You know who I miss, DC? The Tesla road rager.
I know.
I wish
he's in prison for a while.
Yeah, a long time.
They gave him like
How long?
almost life, I think.
No. I think they gave
That was
him
like 12 years.
Yeah, a lot of time.
If it's 12, let's start a GoFundMe right now. That is bullshit. 12 years for being the Tesla road rager.
His bail was like millions of dollars.
Well, because it's based on the amount of damage that you've done, but I don't think it's right
Was he
to put
Armenian?
him in
What's
jail.
Look at this. Look at this, sweetheart.
Cher and Mike, one of the recent attacks took place in this area. This is the 2 freeway.
Whenever I watched this, I always had the fantasy that he would run towards the reporter with a pipe and beat him to death.
That he's there. The road rager is there.
Defendant Nathaniel Radamak has a pending case from January 2020 in Hollywood involving road rage and attacking another driver. Police say they found steroids and more than
Hell yeah, I didn't know that.
He was roided up.
He's on trend, dude.
He had to be on trend.
He was roided up.
Send him to Palestine.
Driving his Tesla on steroids.
They released him like a Tasmanian devil in Palestine.
They parachute him across the fucking wall. He jumps in with a steel pipe.
They parachute him with a crowbar.
It's like a Fast and the Furious now, where they have parachutes on the Tesla and he just floats down. Just throwing pipes
Starts
out the
driving
window.
it like a maniac.
are at the time. The videos have gone viral. A young man driving a Tesla on Southern California.
So much ass. He's on
this,
roids.
dude.
That's so fucking
I mean, this
funny.
is a throwback. We've already done this before, but man, I forgot. Like he would park his car, like just park it in the freeway, get out and run at people with a pipe, and then get back in his car.
It's so upsetting because we could have so easily have seen this live.
I know it's right there.
It's right there.
So close.
No.
While this was going on, we would leave here after and just be like, God, I hope we see him.
I know.
Like Nightcrawler, you're just on a radio.
Stopping, jumping out of his car,
Here we go. My
and
favorite is this
brandishing
one.
a pipe
Woo!
or crowbar.
Look at
and
him
then
run at her like fuck. He looks like Zelensky throwing a Molotov cocktail.
He looks like a random guy you kill in a video game.
Yeah, he does.
Drivers and swinging away at their vehicles. Following weeks of sightings, violent
He's planned ahead
encounters,
for this.
and
He has that
media
thing blocking
coverage,
his license
authorities
plate. He has the
arrested a
mask
suspect.
up.
Yeah. Well, that's just what you do when you're on in nearly fatal levels
Oh,
of steroids.
God forbid a guy has a hobby, you know?
Like Monday.
It's a sick Tesla, though.
And he's got a weapon from like Clue. Like that's the other thing. He's got like a steel pipe.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And the LA County District Attorney's Office charged him Tuesday. The man is identified as
what a
36-year-old
sweetie.
Nathaniel
him. What
Radamak,
kind of
charged with
12
assault,
years?
criminal.
12 years.
For him?
I fucking nailed it, dude.
12 years. That's crazy, actually.
The fucking...
He'll be out in like 5.
He's gorgeous.
Charged with assault, criminal threats,
Feels like I went to
vandalism,
high school
and
with.
elder abuse.
Elder
Some
abuse?
are felony charges.
Oh, because a couple of them were like old and he terrorized them.
Well, how are they driving?
Probably pretty
bad, like
shitty.
old
They
people.
maybe need a wake-up call.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe you
Yeah.
need to pull a candlestick out of your Tesla and take it to, give him the 1-2.
This isn't right.
This is 12 years is actually excessive. Like I thought we could get away with stuff like this a little bit.
Give him 2 years.
You did, huh?
I thought like maybe let's
Probation.
say we had a couple bad days out there.
Yeah.
I didn't know we'd be sentenced to 12 years. I thought that'd be like, you get like a fine, Give him
A slap on the wrist.
Slap on the wrist.
It's not fair.
Misdemeanors. L.A. County D.A. George Gascon says this reign of terror ends. Investigators say Rademack has a lengthy
He's a one-man Hamas. Just terrorizing the east side of L.A.
history spanning nearly 2 decades.
Damn, he's walking
and
like a
crossing
badass,
multiple
dude.
states.
Holy
He's a badass.
shit.
So a lot of people questioning why law enforcement, if they knew who he
Shut
was,
up,
wasn't
fag.
making his name public. And I think it's honestly
Good one.
Dude,
Look at this
great.
guy.
You don't know this guy?
Oh, who's that?
He's like Mr. Snitch on Twitter.
He looks like a loser.
Like people send him videos and he goes, okay. He like tries to find them and he like, says everyone go find him.
He called it.
He's like, I'm about to finish this video. Just let me finish my son Bam Margera is about to beat this shit out.
He does look like
Phil.
Oh, yeah.
because the dude's like a ghost. He has done this all across the country. And when
What?
the heat turns on, he tends to flee the state.
TikToker
Oh, he
Tizzy
has?
Ent,
Wow.
with more than 5 million followers, has been shining a spotlight on the story from his home base in Florida.
Several of the tips that I got with his name came from people outside of California.
right,
I was
snitch.
concerned about, obviously, the behavior that I
Fat
saw
snitch.
in that video. And
Yeah,
I
you
figured
You
this
fat
is someone
bear
who...
snitch.
Bam Margera just comes up from behind with 2 drum cymbals and just smacks his ears, boxes his ears in.
With the trash can.
He actually just looks like Bam Margera now.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, Bam.
Oh
looks like
man, poor
shit.
Bam.
is probably going to escalate if they haven't already.
Tizzy Ent told his followers on multiple platforms to reach out to him if they recognized the culprit, but may have been too afraid to speak out.
And within a couple days, I had 3 different people who all sent me Nathaniel's name specifically. And as soon as I saw kind of the background on him and stuff, I was pretty convinced that was the guy that they were looking for.
The TikToker shared information with Crime Stoppers and law enforcement in Southern California. Among the discoveries,
stop a real crime,
dating
buddy?
site for cougars.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
Do you guys know Tizzy Ant?
Oh, a dating site for cougars. He's a cub.
Oh, yeah, you were gonna brush over that. Yeah, what did
He's
you
just
just
like
say?
me.
Oh, this is. Was he gay?
No, he's a
No,
cub.
he's a
banging
cub. He's looking for
cougars.
cougars. He's a little cub. He wants to be in their cave.
Okay.
and cubs in various pictures. KTLA found a private Instagram
mom's
account
a-
for
Damn,
Nathaniel
he's fucking
Rademack
milfs,
that
dude.
boasts your mom's lover and talk to my crowbar.
Oh my god!
Talk to my crowbar. Wow.
What an unhinged Instagram thing.
What a maniac, dude.
Your mom's lover.
I love him.
How many steroids was he doing?
Just
4
one,
or
baby.
5, I don't know.
Well, that guy kicked ass anyways.
We all missed the Tesla road rager.
Well, that guy's the coolest guy ever.
Have you guys
Surely
seen,
that's the most exciting thing that's going to happen on our channel for a long, long time.
Do you guys know Tizzy Ant?
No.
He's this
Oh, that guy?
He's this rat. You know, in my opinion, let people get away with it. You know?
I agree.
Yeah, I
They
bet with
get away
your
with
past.
it. They get away with it. They get away with it.
You know.
Dude, growing up, like my friends would like post on Facebook. They'd be like, "Speed check or DUI checkpoint at these crossroads," and everyone online would go, "Snitch." Comment after comment, snitch, snitch.
The only time it's like
It's the only time it's
helpful-
good. Yeah, you're like, "Fucking snitch, dude. What a bitch."
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess we could watch a couple of these. This is like the
in the UK. Now imagine how that makes. Big news this week, Dylan Mulvaney has been crowned Woman of the Year by Attitude Magazine in the UK. Now imagine how that makes the women feel.
He just steps in a bear trap right now.
Wow, dude, what a point.
Very good,
Some
retard.
stitches, which is just as well because I don't care to give him the clout. What's funny though is that he's exactly the kind of guy that will look at me and say that I'm virtue signaling when I post about stuff. But like so many other accusations that they make, they're really just projection. Because you, a straight, white, cis male in America, are concerned about women in the UK. That was your big gotcha here. Please, by all means, tell me how disappointed you are in Attitude Magazine, the UK and Europe's best-selling LGBT.
Imagine being his grandson, and you find out, you're like, I respect him, and I love he's teaching me how to play chess, and he's such a good man that I follow, and I respect him. And then you find out that he's got this channel.
You find out he locked up your hero. The Tesla rover.
The coolest guy.
Yeah. That would be heartbreaking. But then just the fact that he's spending his time like this at all.
Yeah, it's
also, a guy that looks like this saying the word cis. It's like, how do you get to that point?
Yeah.
How do you get to that level? You know? Like the
become gay.
Well, you're just like chronically online.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus. Yeah.
He builds glory holes.
Yeah, he's a subcontractor for glory holes. They like bring him into buildings. They're like, listen, bud, we need 2 electric boxes and 1 glory hole.
He's a subcontractor for glory holes.
God.
Are you a subscriber?
Yeah, anyway, we get it.
I subscribe these nuts.
So no corner this week, I guess, right?
No corner. I have a big
There's too
thing
rushed.
for the Patreon, though, that I can't talk about on this.
Ooh la la.
Why?
Can't talk about it on this.
All right, let's go.
Excellent, great advertisement.
Yeah. So.
Nice tease.
Yeah, I didn't even mean to do it, but I just.
If I was on the internet, you know what I would say to that? I would post a meme of a gif of Tom Hardy and Mad Max, and I'd go, "That's bait."
Very good.
I love the internet. Every day it blows my mind.
Yeah,
How did people
tune into the Patreon? I don't want to give too much away, but Kane came back to life. And, we have a redemption match set up between me and Kane. So,
Kane is now undead with a machete.
Connor's gonna finish the job.
He wants revenge.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, how did people take the movie thing?
What movie? What are you talking about?
The thing you were posting about on Instagram.
Oh, the overwhelming positive response.
Sick. So we're gonna start doing that.
Few people acted like do the whole like comment over it, and then we'll start and stop. But like that sounds
it's too complicated.
That sounds like impossible. Like what? So what if we want to pause the movie and talk shit and then keep it going? Then they at home have to time it out and all that.
I will say that there might be a way for us to find like an independent video host and then link to it from Patreon.
So complicated.
Somebody said there's a possibility
complicated. I can
of
figure
doing
that
that on Discord and putting the link on Patreon, so then everyone would like join us.
Right, exactly. Something like that.
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, I think for now we should just start it, and we all watch a movie together. We tell people where we take some pictures, and then we tell people which movie it is.
That's phase 1.
They have a few days to watch it, and then the big review will be on. Be like Hollywood Hate Watch.
Anyways, big Patreon thing coming up
All right.
now.
Everybody join the Patreon, patreon.com/hatewatchpodcast.
I can't. This is crazy.
It's going to be wild. This is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh
I want to
my
keep
God.
doing this, but we have to get to the Patreon.
We got to go.
We got to go.
We got to go.
I'd love to do a couple more hours. But, all right.
You have a big work conference tonight, right?
Yeah, but I'd
Now,
rather pod.
How big of a what are you planning on doing there tonight?
Well, I was hoping. I know John wants to come.
Oh, I love the Intercontinental.
We're going to the Intercontinental.
Do they have food?
Oh yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely, they have food.
Interesting.
And they have free drinks.
Oh god.
Damn, not really my thing.
Yeah. Well, free food, and it's going to be fully catered and quite fun.
Fully catered?
Fully catered.
Like sides?
How are we getting in there, dude? Like,
I'm
open bar, fully catered. How
I'm
the
a big
fuck?
hotshot. I'm a big hotshot.
Right.
I've been to these things before. With
Yeah, no,
Joey.
but like I understand Joey being able to get one person. If you get all of us in, I'm gonna be like, Joey, you're the man.
I think that I can. And
I'll sneak in.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure I can get us in with no sneak. But anyways, we'll talk about that later too.
Yeah.
What are you about to say, fucko?
I was gonna say we'll roll you in.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I'll dribble you in.
Yeah. How about you get sucked in by your fucking friends?
Very
You're
good.
men,
Very
you know what I mean?
good. Very good.
You get fucked in.
Very good. Every podcast, every episode should just end with you and I going, fuck you.
Look at each other going, fucking kill you, you faggot.
All right. Thank you for listening. Good night.
Love you guys.
Bye, guys.